This is example number 6. So there's two approaches to this. The first approach I think is a little bit easier than what the book does. And so what we can do for this is we can say, let's let, I don't know, I be equal to j minus 2. Well, if that's the case, okay, if I is j minus 2, then that implies that I, if j ranges from 3 to 102, then I would range from 3 minus 2. Okay, so let's just talk about this piece right here. It was j is equal to 3. So j starts at 3. Well, if j starts at 3, then I starts at 1. And j goes up to 102, so if j goes up to 102, then I must only go up to 100. And now j minus 2 is I. And now we know that this is 100 times 101 over 2. Okay, that's the easiest approach. Second approach is to use, and this is the approach that I would use. There's another way that you could do this. You could, if you didn't recognize that, you could look at this and say, okay, well, let's break this down. So j goes from 3 to 102 of j minus the sum of j from 3 to 102 of the number 2. And now what we would do here is take this, okay, this piece right here, and start it at 1. So we'll rewrite this as the sum, j goes from 1 to 102 of j minus the sum, j goes from 1 to 2 of j. Okay, we have to subtract off those first two terms. Then we also have to subtract off the sum, j goes from 3 to 102 of the number 2. We know that this guy is 102 times 103 divided by 2. We know that this guy is just 1 plus 2. And we know that this guy right here, we're taking 2 and we're adding it together from 3 all the way up to 102. So if we went from 1 to 100, that's the same as going from 3 to 102. So this is 2 times 100. I'm taking the number 2 when j is 3, when it's 4, when it's 5, when it's 6. So I'm just adding the number 2 100 times, just like that. So if we do the math out here, we've got the following. We've got 1/2 times 102 times 103 minus 3 minus 200, like that. And if you do the computation out there, guys, you get 5,050.